All right, historians. So I have this sample prompt here that I've already coded. And this prompt is, how are Buddhist and Hinduist ideas about reciprocity similar and different? So reciprocity is just a fancy way to say how two people agree to treat each other. So we're going to look at two sources, and I've already coded them for main idea. And then I have a weak thesis statement and a revised thesis statement that we're going to go through together. So source 6, the first quote is a Buddhist quote, and it says that, "For a state that is not pleasant or delightful to me must also be to him, and a state that is not pleasing or delightful to me, how could I inflict that upon another?" So really this last section that I coded here is where I understood that in Buddhism, they're saying that if it's not pleasing to you, to me, right, how could I then do that to another person? So it's this question of like, if I'm not happy with what's happening to me, I shouldn't do that to someone else, right? Because they wouldn't want that as well. My second quote is a Hinduist quote, and it says, "One should not behave towards others in a way which is disagreeable to oneself. This is the essence of morality. All other activities are due to selfish desire." So almost an identical message here of you shouldn't treat people a way that you don't want to be treated, which is from that first sentence I coded. The second paragraph, or the second part, is where I see a difference between the two, because the Hinduist text is going to say that if you don't do this, then it's an act of selfishness. So now I'm ready to write my thesis. I think I have my answer. I wrote one sample, and this sample is a weak example of a thesis for a couple of reasons. One, this thesis starts with the words "I think." We already know that a thesis has to stay in third person. So that's mistake number one. Next, the rest of the statement says, "Buddhists and Hindus have similar and different views about how to treat people." Okay, so they used part of the question stem. That's good, but then they just stop. They don't give two reasons why. They don't give us two assertions. So that is another reason why this thesis statement is weak. If I took the same idea and I revised it, here's how I could make this a strong thesis. I could start by saying in the third person, Buddhists and Hindus both encourage positive reciprocity. So this right here is a specific answer to the question. It's reason number one, comma, yet Hinduism argues that mistreating others is selfish. So the phrase "yet" is signaling to my readers that this is a difference between the two. So I have answered the question fully. I have one similarity, one difference, and I gave two specific reasons, and I kept it in third person.